Hey everyone! Sightcrafter here Today, I am back with what is going to be one of the worst things I'll ever do for now. Because somehow, this is going to get worse. Today, as you can see by the title of the stream, I am doing the roll call for Durarara. I have so many characters here that it exceeds the number of episodes, including the OVA episodes. I wish I was joking about that. We actually have 67 characters, including one that's really important that I included at the very end. And, well, according to my roll call page, it's 13 pages of this stuff. So we better get into it if we want to get this done in a reasonable amount of time. The right side's going to be closing and opening a lot, but let's get into this. First up, we have Mikado Ugamine, and Mikado is voiced by Toshiyuki Toyonaga, and Toyoshi has also voiced Satoshi Mashiba from A Silent Voice. Amazing movie, big recommend, 10 out of 10. Keita from SAO and the one part I hate about SAO. And lastly, Kazuhiro from Fireworks. Not a 10 out of 10 movie. This movie was probably more like a 7 out of 10. But still, if you love your time travel or multiverse time travel, this is the movie for you. Moving on quickly to our next character, we have Masaomi Akida, who is voiced by Mamoru Miyano, and Mamoru has also voiced Gakushu Asano from Assassination Classroom, an amazing anime with a sad end. Light Yagami from Death Note, which is an insane thing to find out. Harada from Death Parade. Hisashi Ego from High School of the Dead. Amazing anime if you want fan service that's not really, that I believe is not really fan service. Nobuaki Kanazawa from King's Game, an underrated anime that I like, but only if you think of it in a certain way. I get that's like sort of degrades how good an anime is if you have to think of it in a certain way, but fight me on it. Death the Kid from Soul Eater and Soul Eater Not. Isuke Azumi, also from Fireworks. And a new introduction due to the podcast I did with Jam, Jam Plays Games. I like to try and let my guests have their own say in like what anime come up. Asene Lupin from Undead Girl Murder Farce. I never expected to get one of those. Like, Jam's picks were so random, I did not expect to actually get something like that. Like, actually popping up. It's so wild to think that that's in my life now. Next up, we have Ari Sanohara. She's much more of a quiet character than most, but she plays a massive role at the same time, while not. It's a weird combo. Like, Durarara really does, like, give characters the spotlight for an arc, depending on the character, obviously. But Ari is voiced by one of the most prolific voice actors I've had to date, or in terms of what I've watched, Kana Hanazawa. And when I say prolific, I mean prolific. We have Kanade Tachibana from Angel Beats, Yahiro Samukawa and Ayase Shinomiya from Guilty Crown, Shiro from Deadman Wonderland, Sato Matsusaka from Happy Sugar Life, Red Blood Cell A3803 from Cells at Work, Tamori from Higurashi Kai, Charlotte Dunwas from Infinite Stress, which I haven't even seen yet, Sanjay from Kanagi, which I haven't seen yet, Rin Shinonome from Kaiju 8, which I haven't seen yet, Kurahei from Magia Record, which season 3 of this was absolutely terrible. Unless you knew about it existence, you could actually end up watching it the wrong way if you go to the wrong site. Yukari Yukino from both The Garden of Words, which I haven't seen, and Your Name, which I have seen, but they're technically in the same universe, so I just never watched The Garden of Words because it didn't interest me. Hana Midorikawa from Prison School, Mikan Yuki from To Love Ru, and lastly, Haruko Miura from Fireworks. That is a lot of... Our next character loves his research though. It's Izuya Orihara. He's the information broker of the anime. And Izuya is voiced by Hiroshi Kamiya. Hiroshi here has also voiced Yuzuru Otonashi from Angel Beats, Yashinomi Man from Bo, which is the title. That is the title. God from Fruits Basket Season 3, Kiyoshi Fujino from Prison School, Levi from Attack on Titan, which is the entire series. I've also included No Regrets because this is actually canon. No Regrets is canon. And lastly, Tomotsu Shigemura from SAO Season 2. Not as good as Season 1. Moving on to our next character. It's our strong boy, Shizuo Heiwajima. And Shizuo is voiced by another sort of prolific voice actor with one funny role that's sort of self-jab, basically. Daisuke Ono. And Daisuke has also voiced Shunsuke Otosaka from Charlotte, Nagi Kangamine from Deadman Wonderland, Katsu's father from Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied is actually not a bad watch. It's very interesting how they go about Elfen Lied. I don't know how to describe anime. Killer T Cyber, which is Japanese for cell, from Cells at Work. Mamoru Akasaka from Higurashi, including the new Higurashi. Jotaro Kujuo from JoJo Part 3, and Part 3.2, and Part 4, and Part 5, and Part 6. A big chunk of the show. Himself. This character's name is Daisuke Ono. He voices himself in an anime, and that anime being Lucky Star. Karasu from Nichiju. Yep, a bird. There's a whole thing in that. Owen Smith from Attack on Titan as well, including No Regrets, which technically is before everything else in the timeline. Unfortunately, he doesn't make it to Season 4. Moving on to our next character though, with characters that don't die. We have our underground doctor, Shinra Kishitani, who is voiced by Jun Fukuyama. And Jun also voices Koro Sensei, which also is the Reaper. It's a whole thing in the anime, but from Assassination Classroom. Bundo Rokuro from Deadman Wonderland. We're getting a lot of Deadman Wonderland here. I'd recommend this one for the characters. Soldier number 66 from Nichiju. Craft Lawrence from Spice and Wolf, which recently got a reboot, so technically I have somehow, in some way, I have more content to do without any new anime. Although technically this is a new anime. Does it count as a new anime if it's a reboot? Does it count as a new anime though, if it's a reboot? I think that as well. It's like, well no, it's like it's similar to Fruits Basket. They did one in 1999, they only had one season, and then they did a modern one where they did all of the show. There is one different character, but other than that, the story doesn't really change. I know that there's one character name that's changed, but it's like more of a character move around, I think. I gotta keep going here. Because we got one more character here. Chon Chorizo from Sakamoto Desuga, which I'm looking forward to this one because the main character is like unfaultable, can't be tricked or anything like that. I'm looking forward to it. But we gotta get to our next character. Our next character is the Dullahan herself, Celty Sturluson. That's a mouthful of a name. And Celty is voiced by Miyuki Sawashiro. And Miyuki also voices Masami Iwasawa from Angel Beats, Sarah Shane from Charlotte, Toto Sagigami from Dead Man Wonderland, Sakura Suzuhara from Neon Genesis Evangelion movies. Because yes, although it is hilarious, they use basically the same poster for both, and just add one or two characters for the first two posters, and then this one is very different. It's like, yes, let's be uncreative, and then here, let's do something completely different. Kyoko Honda from Fruits Basket 2019, including the prelude, which, not an amazing movie. It was more of a special. It had half an hour of recap. I repeat, half an hour of recap. Somehow that's not going to be the worst movie I'll see. Somehow I'm going to end up with a movie that has an hour of recap, disguised as therapy. Continuing on, Naoko Kuroda from Ghost Hunt. Man, that's been a while since that one's been brought up. Seiko Busujima from High School of the Dead. Sugumi Aoba from Kanagi. Cute little Izuna Hatsuse from No Game No Life, Zero, and the anime. Because Zero canonically takes place before No Game No Life, and I tried to have the listing of the anime in chronological order. And Shino Asada from SAO 2 on, all the way through to the part that I hate. I cannot underestimate how much I hate this part of SAO. Like, a lot of the times, I did not mind the main character being overpowered, but this one goes too far. Moving on to our next character, we've got Simon Brezhnev, although his actual name is like Semyon. Everyone calls him Simon. It's a lot easier to call him Simon. And Simon is voiced by Takaya Kuroda. Takaya has also voiced Hagen. What is this photo? Hagen from Bo. Yoshioka from High School of the Dead. Murder Convict B from my least favorite anime, Monster. When you have 74 episodes with the same opening, you know your anime sucks. Moving along. Next we have Dennis, the sushi shop owner. And Dennis is voiced by Shinya Takahashi, and Shinya has also voiced Katsumi Matsunaga from Another, which is an anime I am looking forward to. Another is an insane anime that I'm looking forward to. It's just an anime full of death, and I'm up for that. Kyoki Mimura from Assassination Classroom. Mario Tsuchiro from JoJo Part 5. I'm pretty sure I butchered Mario's last name there. Masao Murasako from Shiki. Wise Agent B, Jim Hayward, and the Mailman from Spy X Family. Hiraki and Gabriel's father from SAO War of Underworld. And lastly, Yamata from SAO. And SAO Progressive Movie 2, which is, if I remember correctly... No, Aria of Starless Night is the first movie. The second one is much harder to remember off the top of my head. Oh, SAO is going to be a madness to cover. Moving on. Our next character has a bit less to him. He's the van driver for the van group. Saburo Togusa, who is voiced by Takuma Terashima. And Takuma has also voiced Marius Victress Rakia from Demachi Season 2. I do not remember that character at all. That's how hidden he is. And that's the only role I have that's in stuff I've watched. Moving on to our next character, we've got Kohei Kadoda, probably one the most important of the van group. He's like the leader of them. He's voiced by Yuichi Nakamura, and I actually have a fair bit for this guy. Yuichi has also voiced Otoko from Death Billiards, which was the concept episode for Death Parade. Shigura Soma from Fruits Basket 2019, again in the prelude because of all the recap. Guy Susugami from Guilty Crown. Kyoku Sabo from Cells at Work. Rin Hojo from Initial D Seasons 5 and 6. Bruno Bussiarati from JoJo Part 5. Tatsuya Shiba from The Irregular at Magic High School, which I included for a special reason, not in my plan watches. Somehow it has 3 whole seasons as well, jeez. And spin-offs. Kyosube Kosaka from Oraimo, including the specials, because the specials are actually canon. Which, again, not one on my watch list. Adam Taurus from Ruby Ice Kingdom, which I'm looking forward to being able to watch. I do not know how long it's going to be until I can actually watch anything new with all these anime that I still have to go. And lastly, Daybreak from Spy Family Part 2. Because you don't actually say the X in Spy Family. Moving on to our next person. We have our cosplayer, Erika Karisawa. And she's one of the main sources of all the anime references in the anime, alongside her friend. But Erika is voiced by Ayahi Takagaki, and Ayahi has also voiced Sylvie Luminaire from Baccano, which includes the specials because they are canon. Mariah from JoJo Part 3, Part 2. Sarah from Plastic Memories. Oh yeah, I remember Sarah. She was with the sort of big boss guy and he ordered her to have fun for once in her life. And lastly, Lisbeth from Something Good, Bad, Good, Bad, aka SAO. Oh, Extra Edition is that movie I was talking about. That's an hour recap disguised as therapy. Let's just move on to a friend and anime enthusiast as well. Walker Yumasaki, who is voiced by Yuki Kaji, who has some big roles. He has some of the big main characters. He voices Yu Takami from Deadman Wonderland, Shu Oma from Guilty Crown, Koichi Hirose from JoJo Parts 4 and 5, Takeshi Aiza from Your Lie in April, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, but not No Regrets because he wasn't around at that point, and Minoru from Fireworks. But yeah, some big names, including ones that I actually didn't include on the list because I hadn't seen the anime. Moving on to our next character on the list, we have Castano, who is voiced by Toru Okawa, a bit of an older voice actor who has voiced Sawada from Erased, Oranos from Sword Art Online and Emachi, Jiro Tomisake from Higurashi, the narrator. I don't have a picture of the narrator because it's the narrator, but the narrator he voices in JoJo Season 1, Part 1, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, and Part 6. For someone without a character, that's a lot. Like, without a character model, I mean. Ivan Zell from No Game, No Life 0. Yoshiyuki Miyazono from Your Lie in April. Toshio Osaki from Shiki. Spirit Alban from Soul Eater. And the original big bad from SEO, Heathcliff. And yes, he does make his appearance in Extra Edition. And technically Season 3, which is part of the reason why I hated Season 3. Well, no, he wasn't even really a part of the reason why I hated Season 3. It was more what happened in the game of during Season 3. Moving on to our next character, we have Ruri Hiribe. Oh my gosh, that is a mouthful. Ruri, who is voiced by Saki Fujita. And Saki has also voiced Hitomi from Angel Beats, Rutsu Hayasaka and Nisei Onaga from Assassination Classroom, Rika Sasaki from Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, Saki Berry from Konosuba Explosive, which is canon to the Konosuba timeline. I think it's like the before everything else or something. Yamada from New Game, which is anime about characters making a video game, which funny to think that that's a concept, but they make it work. Aya Kuramoto, who I'm pretty sure she's like the big villain outside of the King's Game. Tanaka from Sakamoto Desuga. Nasukawa from Sanka Raya, one of the maids. That's right, I go deep for my research. Yamiya from Attack on Titan, only make it to the end of season 2, or season 3 I mean. And Scold from SAO season 2. Next up we have movie star Kasuka Hewajima, which is not the name that they use in the anime because he has his movie star name, but I call him Kasuka. And Kasuka is voiced by Daisuke Kishio, and Daisuke has also voiced Hatanko from Bo, Steely Dan from JoJo Part 3, Noboru or Alex Davis, and Saburo or Salvador from Pokemon, Sukune Aono from Rosario to Vampire. And that's the last one of that list. Moving along, our next character, she's a bit of just an extra. It's Shiri. They don't know how. I'm pretty sure it's because it's like on some places it's Shini, but I'm going with Shiri. And Shiri is voiced by Shiori Izawa, and Shiori has also voiced Mamoru from A Her Girl, Kiyomin from Durarara X2 Sho, Ito from seasons 1 and 2 of Fruits Basket, Piltia from Interspecies Reviewers, Argo from original SEO and the progressive movies, and Pina from SEO all the way through of the main anime. Somehow, Pina makes it through all the seasons. I think just like the casual appearance every once in a while sort of thing. Moving on to our next character, we have Morita, one of the human traffickers, who is voiced by Masaya Matsukaze. Masaya has also voiced the Game Master from Darwin's Game, Teru Mikami from Death Note, Dionysus, I think that's how that's pronounced, from Damachi Sordotaria, Rigel from The Devil is a Part-Timer. I was looking forward to this one. Kano Rensaku from Cells at Work, Masuba or Morty from Pokemon, Colt Grumice from Season 4, that's where the list for this character ends. We gotta get to our next one. Kanasawa, Pink Hoodie Guy, and a human trafficker as well alongside Morita. He is voiced by Yuichi Iguchi, and Yuichi has also voiced Mitsuki Sare. It looks very suspiciously like James from Pokemon, but he's actually from The Devil is a Part-Timer. We can move straight on to our next character, which is Asanuma. And Asanuma is voiced by Kantaro Ito. And Kantaro has also voiced Endul from JoJo Part 3, Part 2. And so many characters from Pokemon. We're talking Mizuki or Reina, Gali or Skuz, Seiji or Pete Pebbleman, and Nario or Norio, Tobira or Wilbur, all from the original Pokemon. I wish I was joking. And yes, I did make sure I get the alternate names of each character. Next up, we have a very minute character whose voice actor has some actually pretty big roles. It's Ryo Kamichika, who the human traffickers target. And Ryo is voiced by Haruka Tomatsu. And Haruka has also voiced Aina Tule from Demachi, including Solitaria. I still haven't seen season 4 and 5 of Demachi. Ugh, I bet you by the time I get to it, season 6 will be coming out. It's gonna be. I'm worried that Demachi is gonna be like the anime that I keep coming back to because it's gonna be like new season. It's like Aritamis Dampenia Taos from Fruits Basket Season 1 and 2, the TV show within the anime. That's how exploratory I go. Nagi from Kanagi. Lala Satalin Deviluk from To Love Ru, which I don't know if I'll be covering To Love Ru. It's 99 episodes, which is wild. Megami Shimizu from Shiki, and an absolute main character, Asuna Yuki from all of SAO, both good and bad, including the progressive movies. Moving on to our next character, we're going back into the short list again. We got Non, who is actually one of Ryo's friends from Saitama. Non is voiced by Megami Toda, and Megami has also voiced Toka Yada, not from Assassination Classroom, but the Assassination Classroom Jump Festa 2013 special, and also Hajime Shinoda from New Game. Next up, it's the ladies' man, Chigage Rokujo, but I'm pretty sure I've got that the wrong way around. His first name is actually Rokujo. Rokujo is voiced by Yuki Ono, and Yuki has also voiced Shiro Ashiya from The Devil is a Part-Timer, and Josuke Higashikata from JoJo Part 4. Next up, we have Nami Yagiri. She's the leader of Yagiri Pharmaceuticals at the start of the anime, but ends up working for Izia. But Nami here is voiced by Tsunade Kobayashi. Tsunae also voices Enos from Bakuno, which again includes the OVA, which is canon. Lucy, the main character of Lucy from Elfen Lied, the class representative in JoJo Part 4. Rinko Kojiro from the third season of SAO, which does include the absolute trash. And Leslie from Promised Neverland, which had a terrible season 2. Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to mess with perfection. And Promised Neverland was one of those situations. Bad creators, bad. Moving on to our next character. We only have one role associated with this one. Seiji Yagiri. And Seiji is voiced by Kazuma Hori. And Kazuma has also voiced Omori from Elfen Lied, the only one I have on this list. Next up, we have Mika Harima, who is obsessed with our previous character, so much so that she changed her face to look like the head of the Dullahan. And Mika is voiced by Maria Ize. And Maria has also voiced Midori Kitakami from Evangelion movie number 3 and 3.0 plus 1.0, which is the 4th movie, I think. Foo Fighters from JoJo Part 6 and Part 6.2. Catherine Ward, or Kathy, from Angels of Death, which I did a cosplay of Rachel there on the screen. That was a lot of fun to do, that one. Isabel Magnolia from Attack on Titan, No Regrets. And lastly, Ray from The Good Promised Neverland and The Bad Promised Neverland. Let's just move on from that blunder. Next up, we have Isaac Dian, which he is a character from Bakuno. He makes an appearance in 2 episodes, and Isaac is voiced by Masaya Onosaka, and he has voiced Don Patch from Bobobobo, Karaberos from Card Captor Sakura, which includes clear card and sealed card. I didn't even know sealed card existed. Max Sanshelt from the later seasons of Durarara, Sho, Ten, and Ketsu. Alesi from JoJo Part 3, Part 2. Kenta Sakura Miya from Kill la Kill. Nice recent addition, thanks to Jam as well. And lastly, Masaki Sonesaki from Pokemon. Moving on to Isaac's partner in crime, Maria Harvent, who's also from Bakuno, and she is voiced by Sayaka Aoki. I like her hair like that. And Sayaka, she hasn't been in any anime I've watched actually, other than Bakuno and Durarara. So I found this one. Kyon's sister from Haruhi Suzumiya, which I honestly want to cover for one reason and one reason only. The legendary 8 episodes that's basically the same episodes as other episodes in the show. Like, it's such a big controversy on that. Let's get to our next character, who is Shingen Kishitani. And there's no face for this guy. He always wears his mask even while sleeping. And Shingen is voiced by Akio Otsuka. And Akio has also voiced Koji Takao from Evangelion movie 3 and 3+1. Wamu from JoJo. Milan Holask from Monster. And lastly, the wise director from Spy Family. Moving on, our next character is Emilia Kishitani, Shingen's second wife. And Emilia is voiced by Atsumi Tanezaki. And Atsumi has also voiced Mayu Arita from Death Parade, Arisa Iwatani from Fruits Basket 2019, Emporio El Nino from JoJo Part 6, Anya Forger from Spy Family, Shiori Noguchi from Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online, or SAO AGGO, which has a season 2. And lastly, Mujika from The Bad Promised Neverland season. Be careful. You're going to be owing debt to this guy if you borrow money. It's Tom Tanaka, who is voiced by Katsuyuki Konishi. And Katsuyuki has also voiced Kanemaru, showing us the most shocked face he can from Bo Spinel Sun, and Yoshiyuki Terada from Cardcaptor Sakura, Hideo Minagawa from Initial D Season 5 and 6. Jonathan Joestar from Phantom Blood. I didn't know how exactly to word that. Diavolo with the weirdest hairline split that I've ever seen. What? That's one way to split your hair. From JoJo Part 5. Sumugu Kinagase from Kill la Kill. And Takehito Morokuzu from Prison School and Prison School Mad Wax. Which is... the name is supposed to be a parody on Mad Max, I'm pretty sure. Next up we have Saki Mikajima, who is the girlfriend of Kita that we had at the start. She is voiced by Misato Fukuen, and Misato has also voiced Takako Sugiura from Another. Again, looking forward to this anime. Iggy from JoJo Part 3, Part 2. Martin Reist from Monster, Konjiki no Yami, and Teju Lunatic from To Love Ru, Sota Wakanate from Plastic Memories, Kurumu Kurono from Rosario to Vampire, Babu from Sankareya, Zombie Cat, Babu, and lastly, Eruka Frog from Soul Eater. Yes, her whole design is based on frogs. Not weird in any way, shape, or form. Moving on to our next character, we have the ex-leader of the Blue Squares, Ran Zumi. And that scar right there is from Fire. Ran is voiced by Atsushi Amaroka. And Atsushi also voices Smog from Assassination Classroom, but only Season 1. Dallas Ginoad from Bakuno. Ijiro Yoshimi from Ghost Hunt. Once again, Ghost Hunt getting a good shout out. Demon 2 from Interspecies Reviewers. The fact that this has appeared twice is also funny. Rudolf von Stroheim from JoJo. And Huey from SAO's Gun Gale Online Alternative. I'm just going to say SAO Alternative, which has a season 2, which I only found out recently, so yay! At least when I come to covering SAO, it will be the last thing I do, because I'd rather do the main story and then go into that. Moving on to our next character, who technically is also an ex-leader of the Blue Squares, Aoba Kuronuma. And Aoba is voiced by Hiro Shimono, and Hiro has also voiced Tomoaki Sakauchi from Ghost Hunt. Once again, Ghost Hunt just slowly started to show up like it's welcome to the party. Hanzo Yoroshihara from The Devil is a Part-Timer. Gyuchio from JoJo's Part 6.2. Jin Mikuriya from Kanagi. Keiji Hiru from Hensuki. John Ark from Ruby Ice Queendom. Connie Springer from Attack on Titan. Hiro and also Masamune Nakasukasa from Soul Eater. And lastly, Phantom from Undead Girl Murder Farce. The fact that this has a second mention of a character. Moving on to our next character, we have another ex-Blue Square leader, technically speaking, considering what happens later on, like during Durarara. We have Harada, who is voiced by Wataru Takagi, and Wataru has also voiced Miki and Kenji from Initial D, getting all the way through. Okuyasu Nijimura from JoJo Part 4. Gustav Milch from my hated anime of Monster. Tasumi from Shiki. A character I don't even remember. Chudelkin from SEO Alicization, which is season 3. Moving on to our next character though, we have a reporter, Shuji Neakawa, who is voiced by Rikiya Koyama, and Rikiya has also voiced Kozen Yuhi Cybo from Cells at Work, or the Thymic Epiphyseal Cell from Cells at Work. Genjiro Shiragami from Actually I Am. Will A. Seppelli from Phantom Blood. Hoshina's father from Kaiju number 8. Hida Gurgens from Monster. The narrator for episode 5, or Onomatopoeia, from Nichiju. Mark Cole from Spice and Wolf Season 2 and the reboot. Dr. Doc from Pokemon. And lastly, Shinigami from Soul Eater. Our next character, Haruna Neakawa, the daughter of the reporter. Haruna is voiced by Mai Nakahara, and Mai has voiced Hatsune Ononashi from Angel Beats, Yumi Shirayanagi from Charlotte, Estrella from Demachi Season 4, Kiro Budokyokin, or Staphylococcus aureus. Scientific terms like that kill me, but this character from Cells at Work. Rena Lugo from Higurashi, which includes Kira. Kira is a interesting part of the Higurashi timeline because it's not 100%, it's not canon per se. Shino Okuchi from Kanagi, Mifuru Azusa from Major Record, Nora Aren from Spice and Wolf, including the reboot, Megami Fujita from Sakamoto Desuga, and lastly, Ferdandi from SEO Season 2. Quickly moving along to our next character. It's Takashi Nasujima, who is voiced by Yuji Ueda. Yuji has also voiced Ataki Makoto from Fruits Basket 1999, actually. Not 2020. No, it came out in 2001, not 1999. Why am I saying 1999? Professor Hagashima from Kanagi. Inori Shiro from Kill la Kill. But no, that is it. We have Mikiya Awakusu, and Mikiya is voiced by Yasuyuki Kaze. An interesting choice for a picture. And Yasuyuki has also voiced Mega Fan from Bo 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 Bo. Eiji Kubo from Initial D Seasons 5 and 6. Mikitaka Hazakura from JoJo Part 4. Denichiro Saka from Sankareya. Goga from Attack on Titan Season 2. Ebon from Soul Eater. SSS Lieutenant from Spy Family. And William Minerva from the Bad Promised Neverland season. Moving on to our next character though, we have Haruya Shiki. And Haruya, although I call him Shiki in the notes, so Shiki is voiced by Hochu Osuka. And Hochu has also voiced the maid cafe manager from Kanagi, soldier number 8 from Nichiju, Mahai Lichten from Spice and Wolf, including the reboot, Kyo or Koga from Pokemon, Abraham Gray from Angels of Death, Shiro Tokita from Neon Genesis Evangelion, and the Little Demon from Soul Eater, whose space just oozes inspiration from Twin Peaks. Our next character is, looks like a worm. He just looks like a worm. But he's, Takaki Kazamoto. Kaki is voiced by Kanehira Yamamoto. And Kanehira also voices Ono from Assassination Classroom. Furuki from Charlotte. Siriato from The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2. Yutaka Yanagi from Plastic Memories. Yue Maru from SEO Season 2. And lastly, Gasup Zuberg from SEO Alicization. Moving on to our next character, we have Shu Aosaki, who is voiced by Kiyoyuki Yanada. And Kiyoyuki has also voiced Takeshi Oi from Death Note, Satake from Initial D Extra Stage, which is canon but I'm not going to be covering. And lastly, Kaz and Hojiro's father, or James's father, from Pokemon. Next character is Mizuki Akabayashi, who is voiced by Kape Yamaguchi, and Kape has also voiced Tick Jefferson from Bakuno, L from Death Note, Forever from JoJo Part 3, Shigekio Yangu from JoJo Part 4, Toru from Pokemon, and lastly, Lakospo from To Love Ru. Our next character is Akane Owakuzu, who is voiced by Misaki Kuno, and Misaki has two other roles of note: Shizuo Kobe from Happy Sugar Life, and Nina from Plastic Memories. Moving on to Traffic Cop, Kinosuke Kuzuhara, who was introduced during an OVA episode. Kinosuke is voiced by Keiji Fujiwara, and Keiji has also voiced Lad Russo from Bakuno, Shuichi Aizawa from Death Note, Tatsumi from Death Parade, Shingo Shoji from Initial D, all the way from Season 2 to Season 6, but skipping 4, SCDC from JoJo, I probably butchered that, Saibai Yuki from To Love Ru, Gurihara. What picture is this? This is like an artist rendition, not the anime character, from Prison School. And lastly, Hannes from the original Attack on Titan. Moving along quickly, we have one of the twins, Kururi Orihara, one of the twin sisters to Izaya, and she is voiced by Hisako Kanemoto, and Hisako has had some interesting characters from anime that I've talked about recently, which includes Haru Ichinose from Real Story of Devil. I love this one because each title was its own riddle, and I had a bit of fun coming up with my own answers to the riddles. Hinano Kurahachi from Assassination Classroom, Phyllis Chalia from Dimachi Sordotaria, Zell from Interspecies Reviewers, and lastly Growlithe from Pokemon. Next up we have the other twin, Maru Orihara, and Maru is voiced by Eri Kitamura, and Eri has also voiced Yui from Angel Beats, Saya Takagi from High School of the Dead, Sayaka Miki from Madoka Magica, Shizuku Hazuki from New Game, and Yoshi Kurahashi from Shiki. Moving along to our next one, and oh boy, we have a big one once again from such a side character as well. We have Verona, one of the Russian assassins or Russian hires. And Verona is voiced by Mao Ichimichi. Mao has also voiced Akane Imura from Ahogo, Mai Takada from Death Parade, Lena Tall from seasons 2 and 3 of it's 2 and 5 of Demachi, Matoko Minagawa from Fruits Basket 2019, Yuri Wakasa from Gakurashi, Kosanku or Cinephil from Cells at Work, Maidri from Interspecies Reviewers. Probably her most memorable bit is when she laid that egg, because that took an effort out of her. Akane Komoto from Actually I Am. Nanaka Tokiwa from Major Record. I don't even remember her. Chiemi Honda from King's Game. Moe Anaka from SEO Alternative. Elevator Girl from SEO Allocation. And lastly, Anastasia L from Trinity 7 Movie 1, which I included here even though I didn't cover the movies, because the movies are actually non-canon. Let's get to our next character quickly though. And it's Verona's partner in crime, Sloane, who is voiced by Satoshi Mikami. And Satoshi has also voiced one other character that's not even on my list of anime, Isidore from Violet Evergarden. Moving on to our next character, we got yet another Russian. This time Igor, who is one of the top assassins in Russia. But Igor is voiced by Toshiyuki Morikawa, and we've had this guy appear a few times before. He's voiced Ginkaku Morikawa from Deadman Wonderland, Kazuma Soma from Fruits Basket 2019, Daiki Ninomiya from initially seasons 4 and 6, and Yoshikage Kira from JoJo Part 4, Shiba from Pokemon, Seijiro Kikooka from Extra Edition. Yes, this is why Extra Edition has to be covered on the podcast, because it introduces a character that does go on to appear in Season 2, Ordinal Scale, and Season 3. Our next character is Junai Yadogiri, and Junai is voiced by Shunsuke Sakuya, and Shunsuke has also voiced one other role, Minetaka Kirigawa, from the end of the show. The dad doesn't make an appearance until the end of the show. What? Our next character is Setaro Yagiri, who is voiced by Chafurin. Cheeky photo right there from him. And Chafurin has voiced Hitoshi Demegawa from Death Note, Kuro Yudo Oshi, he's just known by Oshi though, from Higurashi, Father Teshigawara from Your Name, and Hayabusa, or Wings Alexander, from Pokemon. Next character, who is Hasane Kujiraji, who sort of becomes the big villain at the end of the show. Kazane is voiced by Hiroko Kuwashima, and Hiroko has also voiced the young Vietnamese doctor and Vera Sona from Monster, Kichi or Bucky from Pokemon, Sasuke from Sankareya, one of the other maids, Medusa Gordon from Soul Eater, Erd from SEO Season 2. Moving on to our next character though, we have Creep, Kisuke Adabashi, who is voiced by Yuji Ueda, and Yuji has also voiced Deliver from Interspecies Reviewers, Robert E.O. Speedwagon from JoJo, Kanji Nagamine from Kaiju number 8, Kavi Campbell from Spy Family Part 2, and Brig from, SEO Allocation War of Underworld. Let's move on, because next up we have the dojo master Ejiro Shiraku, who is voiced by Ken, or K-E-N-N. Ken has also voiced Hiroto Miyahara from the 2013 Jump Festival for Assassination Classroom, Kayak Henthos Cleo from Demachi Season 2, Red Blood Cell AC 1677 from Cells at Work Code Black, which released at the same time as season 2 of the original Cells at Work. And lastly, Seko from JoJo Part 5. We're in the final stretch of this madness with Mikage Sharaku, the sister to the dojo master, and she is voiced by Hiromi Igarashi. Hiromi has also voiced Misaki Fujioka from The Other, which I don't remember if it was canon or not. I don't think it is, but the fact that that exists is interesting. And also Death Abyss from Interspecies Reviewers, because, of course, moving on to our next character is Manami Mamiya, and Manami is voiced by Marina Tanoe, and Marina has also voiced, I included this character because I couldn't find anything, Ishika Yosano from Microphone Soul Spinners Kotodama Shoujo. Yes, this is an actual anime. And I'm like, I didn't have anything, so I'm like, let's include this. Because the Marina only has so few roles, so this is what I landed on. Next up, we have Kine. He's like a very minute character that actually plays an important role, but Kine is voiced by Setsuji Sato, and Sato has also voiced Satoshi from Yurusei Yatsura 2022, because there is actually a 1981 version of the anime. If I ever covered this, I'd cover the 1991 first and then this one. We finally got a decent sized one with Earthworm, and she is voiced by Kikuko Inoue, and Kikuko has also voiced Sato's aunt from Happy Sugar Life, Layla from The Devil is a Part-Timer, Tenku and Macrophage from Cells at Work, Akane Sonozaki from Higurashi, Miki Hiragi from Lucky Star, Saika Gasai from Mirai Nikki, Shizuka Nekomone from Rosario to Vampire, and lastly, Sephi Michela Deviluke from To Love Rude Darkness Season 2 OVA. Yeah, that's a mouthful, much like the name. Moving on to our next character, we have Hiroto Hijima, who is voiced by Taishi Murata, and Taishi has also voiced Nakayama from The Devil is a Part-Timer, Jake from SAO Alternative Season 2, and Yolo Levantine from SAO Alicization. The good part of it. Our next character is Nakura, and Nakura is voiced by Tomoaki Maeno, and Tomoaki has also voiced Naoya Tachigawara from Another, Decim from Death Billiards and Death Parade, White Blood Cell U-1146 from Cells at Work. I'm gonna butcher the Japanese name if I try it. Squallow from JoJo Part 5, Sun Wukong from Ruby Ice Kingdom, a different Morita from Sakamoto Desuga, and Abyss Trinity from Trinity 7 Movie 2. And my last character for today, the most important character, is Shizuo Nobusuba. This Shizuo is voiced by Kenjiro Suda, which, surprisingly, he has some important characters. He's the narrator for Cells at Work Code Black, Bruford from JoJo, Tizano from JoJo Part 5, Hans from Konosuba 2, 3, and the movie Legend of Crimson, Yasutaka Hanada from Plastic Memories, Hannes from Attack on Titan Season 2 and 3, and lastly, Mifune from Soul Eater. Oh, we're finally done. I'm a bit sorry about my sort of blunder at the end there, with completely forgetting a character that's actually pretty important. I don't know how I did that. Maybe I did have him and I deleted him accidentally. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this roll call. For YouTube, links will be in the description to both the channels and the Twitch videos for you guys to go and check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. A ding! Ding, I'm Psycrafter, out.